Hey guys, this is a really special video to me because it's one I've been wanting to make for about 1 to 2-ish years now. I had first figured out about the bulk of this video's topics from an article I read on Steam about hidden things in the Super Meat Boy editor, and I ate that thing up. There was just something so cool about new things to learn in this game I love so dearly, and I wanted to make a video documenting what I read since it looked like pretty niche knowledge. You know, I searched around on YouTube for a minute, and nothing regarding the level editor itself really popped up. Just custom levels and tutorials on how to use the damn thing. I've been dead in the ground for a while, so I haven't really been able to make a video on this. But today, I guess the stars finally aligned, and I was just like, yes, I'm going to do this today. Now look, I really wish I could credit the original article author, but unfortunately, I can't. I lost the link to the post a while back, and I just haven't been able to find it in a sea of other articles and weird fan art. But who I can credit is the Ghostly Goth on Steam for making the second best thing to my goals. Not only did it refresh my memory on some of these secrets that I learned in the original article, it also just taught me some pretty useful stuff about how the level editor works and how you can navigate it, so huge thanks to them. And if you're interested in working on Super Meat Boy levels, I highly recommend that you read this article. Okay, now on to meat and potatoes. Get it? There are actually two ways to open the Super Meat Boy editor. The first way is to just open it in the library, obviously. Here's the second way. First you need to go to the regular Super Meat Boy page, go to Properties, type -dev mode, and then boot up the game. Okay, on to the actual level editor. Using the load tool, you can load levels from in-game. You just type in world number and level number, and this goes up to world 6. For some reason, Continental just doesn't work. And you can go to the Dark World versions of the stages by just putting an X at the end. You can load bosses by putting the word boss and the number of boss you want to fight. But strangely enough, the boss doesn't actually spawn. All it spawns is the geometry of the level. So that's pretty neat. Another thing to note is that whenever you load up boss 3, which is the brownie fight, salt doesn't rise from the bottom whenever you play. So it kind of makes for a pretty tranquil and calming experience in this rage game. I mean, the brownie fight was already easy, but this is just pathetic. So beautiful, isn't it? You can access a variety of different cut levels within the level editor using different codes, all varying in quality. Simply typing test brings you to a shitty level admin probably whipped up in like 2 minutes. Like the name implies, this was obviously just a test level. Pretty hard enough to instantly win since you spawn right above Bandage Girl. Typing in poop brings you to level 20 of the forest. Guess Team Meat really did not like this level. Typing in Secret 1 brings you to this cool night forest level, which I actually quite like. Typing in Expert 1-1 brings you to another forest level, and it's pretty hard. So it's definitely for experts. Try it out for yourself. Typing in Rem 10 brings us to this like Dark World the End type of level, and while it's not the most particularly interesting level, it's pretty cool since it's, you know, it's cut. Typing in test 2 brings us to a much more polished test level, It's basically just this one jump set in the salt factory, and I really like how it looks. I think orange background is a nice look. Typing in -6 brings you to a very similar level to the glitch level in World 6, but for some reason there's just big bandage girls in the back doing their animations really quickly. I really like these and I think they're funny. You could actually load every glitch level, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think there's giant bandage girls in the back of most of them. Okay, here's one I think is even funnier than -6. Retro 1-1 puts you into the first level of Sky Pup, but there's just even clearer bandage girls in the background, which I think is really, really funny. And I don't think this happens in any other levels except for -6 and this level, so it's really funny. So, originally I was gonna include a section where I talked about the characters you can play as in the editor, since a good chunk of them aren't playable without the use of codes or hacks. But I don't really think it's much of a secret, since it's literally a button on the interface. I'm really glad you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about this small function of a game no one really cares about anymore. Really, you watching all the way through means a lot to me. And if you watched it all the way through, I'm sure you'll enjoy the regular Super Meat Boy Fun Facts type video I'll make in the future. Thank you for watching. Wait, I got some corrections to make. First of all, I found the original article. Here's the author. The secret -6 level has multiple bandage girls and not just one. And in case you're blind and can't tell, you're supposed to put a dash in between the world and the level number when loading regular and dark levels. So, yeah. Sorry for those embarrassing blunders. I sure hope this muffin dude got fired for those. Oh. I guess that's me. Alright, bye.